I would like to introduce Chair Scoot's strange cousin, Chair Squeak. So, let's see, are we up yet? Okay, good, good. So, I believe this is the first one for today. Chainsaw by Ketan Sagal. This is my first hold with a capital H. Hello? Mech GRE? The graduate exam? The GRE is the exam, like you take the ACT to get into regular college, you take the GRE to get into grad school. At least for some subjects like math. So the GRE apparently advised him to build a hold for this game so I do. Please give me a good rate that he accept my hold. Thanks with S. That last phrase is the most mysterious to me. So this is called Chainsaw, and it's a King Dugan Dungeon one. Maybe an Architect's Edition, I don't know. Yamakawa. Very simple. Okay. I see spiders hiding in there. Not exactly hiding, but existing. All the way back around. And around. $19 combo. Be careful, you have been spotted. Okay. I guess according to the architect, I have been spotted. I wonder why there's that awkward green door right there. See that? Alright, next. A room with a tar mother and some brains and like nothing to that. Oh, hold on, I see. We have to let her spawn once, so I'll just wait here. There we go. So this room is badly non-backtrackable, because if I were to clear this room and exit to the south, there would be no way to open the red doors. Just an interesting note. Opened yet? What? I think it's just reminding me to open the yellow doors. I don't know. So yeah. Jabba Haba Strike. I don't know what I should write here. I am the chainsaw and saw. Okay. Fastly. Okay. I don't know what that means. Given that there's an umlaut in this person's username at least, I'm inclined to think they might be German and like have English as a second language, but I don't really know. It doesn't really matter if I'm slow though, because the roaches just clog themselves up for the most part. And what few roaches are spawned, they're spawned like one at a time. Finn. Does that mean this is the last room? Well, there's a goblin here, so maybe the goblin's the boss. Let's see. I can always trap the snake inside of F, so there's no need to keep this goblin around. So let's see, maybe I can... Yeah, let's get rid of these things first. There we go. No more goblin. Here's just a big clump of random enemies we thought. Oh, snake killed itself. Lovely. Okay, is that the end of the hold? Looks like it is. So, Finn. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to read that scroll. So this is the generic hold ending thing. I don't feel like reading that, so just a moment now. I have to read this scroll. It's not a complete hold if I haven't read every scroll in it. Or something. Mer ha 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 ha. Ah ha 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 ha. Okay. Sure, I guess. Alright. Let's completely change. I mastered a hold today. So I won't feel bad when I get like 2 steps in this hold and then lose. So, Chance for Paradise, which I've heard about, but I've never played any of. I think this includes some crazy custom elements or something? I don't know. But this is by Max, which I think is Crimson Moon if I recall correctly. Memories can cause turmoil among many. The actions of the past will always affect the future. Can you delve into the past and find the truth of this town called Paradise? So we're not actually in the afterlife, I guess.
Beginnings always seem simple,
Oh.
but they always hold an underlying reason. Almost nobody is aware of the reasoning for why people are where they are and why they do what they do. But regardless of if anyone knows or not, there's always a reason for people's actions.
Missing an apostrophe.
How important those stories are, however, depends on the person. Oh well. Who in this town even cares about what happens around here anyway? I doubt anyone does anymore. Except him. But I can't tell him the truth. Nor do I really want to.
Peoples is missing an apostrophe. I feel the need to say that. That's a nice voice acting, though. Peoples is... Here it's possessive, there should be an apostrophe between E and S. Because people is already plural, so when you add the S on... Anyway. Yeah, let's just move on. Voice acting might be quiet, make sure music is low enough for you to hear it. I can do that. Let's go ahead and fix that, because I have my music up pretty high most of the time. Or I can just turn voices up a bit.
Come on.
Okay.
Alright, maybe that'll help. Oh, that's not the button I wanted to press.
Beginnings always.
Okay, hopefully that's hearable.
You know, it's been a few days since you've opened your eyes. We were about to bury your body because we thought we killed you. Yeah, you're probably wondering where you are, how you got here, all that jazz. Well, we knocked you out and dragged your body across the whole hard ground.
Thanks.
I won't go into the whole details of the journey, but simply put, we dragged you here. You, my friend, are in paradise. It's a wonderful place. Monsters can live here without fear of death. Tell me, you wouldn't harm them, would you? I mean, that's why we brought you here. We know you have your fair share of enemies, and wanted to keep you safe. Before I release you into town, though, I wanted you to know something. See that weird tile to the right of you? That's an activation tile. That tile is special around these parts, and is used to activate robots around here. I can't tell you the specifics because there's, well, a lot of them, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. Not only that, we seem to be having some environmental problems lately. Not sure why. Ah, well, just avoid heading to those areas, and you'll be perfectly fine. Oh, one last thing. There's a spring north of here. The Master lives there. Nobody knows what's inside, but there are supposedly keys that are spread along the land. Nobody's been able to find them, but if you happen to, then you could go see them. Why am I telling you this, you may ask? I really have no idea. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. What you feel like doing is up to you. Enjoy yourself now. Oh yeah, you can try out that activation tile if you want.
Alright, I can fix it. The setting sound is gonna sound really loud.
Follow me.
Yeah.
Okay, the voice is up as high as it'll go, so maybe that'll help. Just give me a...
You're awake. You know, it's been a few days since you've opened your eyes. We were about to bury your body because we thought we killed you. Yeah.
Okay, I don't really want to see all of this again, but let me know if the voices are a little more hearable.
Well, we knocked you out and dragged your body across the cold.
Okay.
Nope. Well, anyway,
It's a really long period of turns. Every time you touch this, this message will appear. Okay. Developer notes. Decided it was too much to have random people voice acted also, so only important story events are voice acted. However, there are a lot of them, so you will not be missing out. You cannot restore when you watch cutscenes hitting the memory orbs behind blue doors of levels to finish the hold. Okay. So make sure you use restoring only for secret hunting. Okay. One last final note. Each room in this town becomes conquered when its respective level is cleared. Who built this backwards? Who would want to build this backwards? It bothers me to the point of wanting to hurt Gentry Eye. How could I say that? Well, good luck trying, bro. These guys have nothing to say. House of Forgotten Pillars. So let's see. This is a hold complete wall, and that is a master wall, so probably those might be hints for where the master wall. Shrine for those who served well. May they be blessed for the days to come. Voice actors Choco Rabbit Child, Leah Irwin also did the portrait for her character, Insoluble Nuntar myself, and my own mom. I had a lot of fun helping her with her lines. And beta testers Bomber 50, Insoluble, Krusty Borks 1, Nuntar, me, Choco, Rabbit Child, Skell, Aquator, iCubic, Lucky Luke. Special thanks to Insoluble and Blorks for testing my hold thoroughly as I made it and giving me a lot of feedback. Feedback is one word. Feed space back means nothing. Lucky Luke being a trooper and testing in such a short time, Nuntar for letting me show my puzzles as I made them, and Jeff for his excitement. Thanks to these people who helped me with scripting needs. Blorks1 with learning how to script, Discorin helped me get an element to work, Nuntar with any scripting questions I had, Skell scripting a challenge I had trouble scripting. Those two don't have anything to say. Alright, well I'm gonna go north first. Okay. Pillar of Loneliness, Pillar of Disgust, Pillar of Relief, Pillar of Hope, Pillar of Anxiety, Pillar of Weariness, Pillar of Desire, Pillar of Caution, Pillar of Happiness, and when the pillars of emotion have been lit, a path to it is ending will be set. Okay. Oh, if it's supposed to be possessive, it's just ITS, but if it's supposed to be a contraction, it's IT''S. Hey, guess what? I just got the new limited edition 7-length chain Gentry Eye figures. What? No way! I thought they were going to do the 6-chain model next. They were, but they thought it would be too short, so they decided to add an extra chain. Man, you're so lucky. I haven't got a new model since the 3-chain. I still have my 5-chain model if you want it, but a chain was ripped off when some old guy that came by said, "Down with the Gentry Eye, let thy chain shatter." Sounds like one of those serpent fanatics. Urgh, I hate those guys. Well, what did you just say, boy? Ah, nothing. Kids. Back in my day, serpents were all we had. Now they have those gentry. I just can't understand them. Okay, what's this? Unstable sewer. Difficulty insane. Insanity. Theme Tarstuff speed growth. Well, maybe I shouldn't start with insanity level difficulty, even if I don't know insane to who. Okay, Plasmatic Factory. Difficulty hard. Theme Regenerator X. Well, that sounds like some kind of custom element, so I'm curious enough to push past the fact that it's hard.
Something that is learned, not given. It's a discipline that keeps us in check from a sudden outburst of anger, or a predicament we otherwise do not want to be in. But sometimes we just can't bottle it in, and we give up on our patience and do what we want to do. This can cause a lot of different problems if in a serious enough situation. The machine here is quite similar. In fact, it gets impatient when you stay on a certain tiling for too long. Eventually, it will get angry and attempt to kill you. But who is really blamed for this first?
Okay. I'm writing this to warn you. Those things explode 2 spaces away and even over walls, but I could never figure out how to get them to start moving. Update: I was fired from my job for not entering work, and then my wife left me. Sob. You wrote the word sob? Okay. So these are Regenerator X's, huh? Okay. Well, I'm confused. So... Okay, I made it explode. That's good. I can get into work. Alright, I don't fully understand that, but they kind of explode a little bit, so... Okay, so if I do that long enough, and they do that... Why don't I just, Huh. Alright then. Maybe that wasn't the best idea. Well, I can do that, but I can't do the other thing. Huh. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. It should probably show the effect first and then do the attacks. I don't know. I feel like maybe that would work. Huh. I don't understand what conditions make these explode or not explode. Is there a condition that makes them not explode? I'd have to refresh. Maybe I can do that. Hold on. Yay for F5. Okay, sorry if I miss any chat from doing that, but... Oh. There it is. Now it shows it. Well, I don't know how this works, and this is the only room available. Should I just wait here for them to explode themselves, or... I don't appear to have that option. I can't push them away or anything, and they're right up against me the instant I walk into the room. So even if I understood what makes them not explode, I don't see any way to get 2 tiles away from them. Because from the very beginning of the room, they are exactly right up against me, and there's no way to prevent them from doing so. I could prevent exactly one from doing so, but there's no way to prevent both of them from being right next to me when it explodes. In which case there's absolutely no way to get away from it. So what am I missing about the way these things work? The arrow doesn't appear to help. If I stand around on the arrow, then, I don't know, they just stand there. They don't do anything. If I walk off, then they start chasing me, they arbitrarily explode after 4 turns, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, explosion. But sometimes they don't. Sometimes they just decide not to explode instead, and I don't quite know what the rules are. Or maybe they just explode every time after 4 turns? I don't know. The description wasn't very descriptive as to what exactly the rules actually are, and that makes sense as it was written by somebody who got fired from his job for not knowing how to deal with them. But it would have been more helpful to have a scroll maybe from like an expert on these things first, and then from somebody... What is that? That's a thing. Whatever it is. Those things explode 2 spaces away and even over walls, but I could never figure out how to get them to start moving. Well, I know how to get them to start moving. You stand on this tile enough turns and they turn pink. And then they move for 4 turns. So you have to stand here until they turn pink. 2, 3, 4, 5, explosion. But there's still... I don't understand how I'm supposed to prevent them from exploding once they've already turned pink. That doesn't appear to be an option. Nor does getting away from them appear to be an option. So I give up because I have no idea how they're supposed to work. And there's no explanations here to help me understand how they're supposed to work. Not really anything resembling one. There's nothing intuitive quite about how they behave, I don't think. Well, I also don't understand why they're called Regenerator X. Their primary function appears to be exploding, not regenerating. And that should be Exploder X or X-Bomb or something. I don't know. Certainly not Regenerator. Secret room. Secret room? But I could walk in here easily from the eastern part. Crystal Sanctuary, difficulty, insanity, theme, fluff combination, no thank you. Let's not do that. Let's just see what this says. Another Amber Volcano, difficulty hard, theme, heat waves. At least I can try it.
Run to someplace dangerous in hopes of hiding from everyone. The fear anyone feels approaching someplace dangerous causes many to turn the other way. They hide without fear, knowing that even if someone was brave enough to set
someone,
that they could use the environment to turn back on them. A perfect defense, more perfect than anyone could ask for. A final stand to keep themselves in a life that they desire.
Anyway, at least I can try all the levels, I don't have to beat anything. Notes: heat waves are unpredictable in a volcanic environment. All human skin will burn within seconds of the heat wave's arrival. The monsters in this environment have adapted and have become immune. I have left cooling units that, when stood next to, will keep any human safe from these death-filled heat waves. Okay, so these relay stations are just cooling units, I guess. So, heat waves. When do they happen? How do I know they're going to happen? Oh, whatever. Okay, heat waves occur on the 30th turn, I guess? That could have been maybe mentioned at some point. Ah, also you're safe on buttons for some reason. I don't really know why, but you are. You're not safe on doors, but you are safe on buttons. Okay. I should go back to the middle if I can. Good. Almost, but not enough. Let's see. There we go. I just can't help but feel that maybe some kind of graphical indicator that something is happening on the 30th turn would be helpful. Or even just a scroll that says every 30th turn in that exact set of words would be really helpful to making sense of what's going on. Oh look, Gentry Eye. And a stick. Yeah, that would also help. Something like... Well, what the heck? The rules changed? Now hang on a minute. The rules have changed. In this room, I stood on that button and it didn't kill me. But in this room, I stand on that button and it does kill me. Why? Is it a bug? Did I find a bug? Why is it bugged only for that particular tile? That doesn't make any dang sense. Okay. Well, I don't have any choice but to come in with this timing and then hope to not get completely dead. This is maybe too many Gentry Eye. Maybe just a little bit too many. My goal is eventually to push those buttons with these guys, but for now, my only goal is to actually be standing on the cold tiles when everything else kills you. Okay, there we go. I can stand here safely, and then I can just push this guy straight onto a button. One down. So hey, so one isn't. These guys are 4, 5, 5, 4. So no 6 chain here. Okay. Get out of my face, you. The more Gentry Eye I put on the targets, the more I have to worry about the other ones not being tangled up in each other enough. There we go. That's okay though, that one's behind a wall that's made of other Gentry Eye. The north one, I mean. I'm just gonna give it another 30 turns. Even a sound effect would be helpful, like a rumbling sound to warn you that it's coming, followed by a kind of explosion sound to say that it's hot now, or like a fiery sound, I don't know. There we go. Would help if I push the Conquer token instead of standing around. 7th place. Alright, so this is letting me know that the heat waves were made to function with time clones. There's the word. Also, there's a mimic up there. Why is there a mimic up there? There just kind of is. But it doesn't matter that there's a mimic up there, because the final version of Beethro will be perfectly okay with going... Oh, I see, okay. Maybe I understand, but... Huh. How am I supposed to... Well, hang on a second. What did that thing say? It said humanoid. It said human skin. I guess the mimic is also protected against heat waves somehow? How do mimics adapt to anything, though? So what exactly is the goal here? Oh. I can't see any way that I could possibly hope to just make it all the way over there in 30 turns. Maybe I can. Alright. Well, one down. I probably shouldn't have stepped directly east there, but maybe I'll make it all the way over there. Or maybe the idea was to use both mimics to push both mirrors in a more savvy kind of way. Yeah, probably. At the very least, I shouldn't be stepping on top of myself when I'm trying to go in. I'm gonna try this facing. That way I can safely stand there without killing myself. So I can get this mirror all the way over there in one guy. But once I've done that, I don't see how this guy could possibly help the other guy. Maybe it's just a matter of doing it right. Oh, wait. I'm dumb. Need to go that way. Oh. The no moving left restriction feels very weird. Almost, but I can't really make any good use of that. Okay, there. Now both of me can be at least moving at the same time a little better. Oh. So that's another wrinkle to this problem. I have to basically always be behind the other guy because there's so little space. Yeah, there's nowhere near enough time to make it all the way over there before 30 turns is up. Let's just try something else. Yay, no brain. Probably not supposed to do that. What do I need to do in this room? I need to stand on that conquer token, have this door open, not close any of those doors, I guess. Wow, why don't I just... I don't know. Oh, I see. That is the place where I have to put the brain. Okay. So, Heatwave is an excuse to give the room a weird kind of semi-timer mechanic thing. But, like, you can put a timer in your room and make an efficiency challenge like this without a weird, kind of unintuitive custom element, I feel. I don't know. How do I... Yeah, that's not enough time. Well, let's look somewhere else. Why would I ever take anything but the spear for killing tar stuff? I guess I see why, but... Let's see. So I have to do all three things as rapidly as possible, so I guess I should take the dagger, except that I have to take the spear at some point. Oh, I have to take the dagger for that anyway. So the pickaxe has to have some purpose, and I would expect that its purpose would be cut that so that these guys can move. But I don't see how there's anywhere near enough time to do all three of those things. Oops. Maybe that will be sufficient. I can't not do that. And then there's not enough time to get over there, especially since I have to go by here to drop that trapdoor. So yeah, there's like three different ways not enough time to do what you're expected to do in that room. So look down here. Okay. Two things about this room. Constructs move first. When one trapdoor is dropped, the other also drops with it? Huh? How does that work? Why does that happen? Like how? What? Move first before what? I don't... I don't know what that means. Constructs move first, but I move before they do. What do they move first before? Why are the trapdoors designed weirdly? None of this makes any sense to me. Why? What? What is any of this? Okay, hang on. Maybe I should just... No? Huh. I can't see how it's supposed to be possible to do anything here. Or maybe I'm supposed to do that. Hold on. I have to do that. But I can't do that because then I'd be stuck. So... this? I can't do that either. But there's no other way to prevent the constructs from dropping the trapdoors aside from killing them before they have a chance. Why do the trapdoors drop simultaneously? Nothing about this room makes any sense. Why are there these two extra random other sections that have nothing to do with anything first? Like, am I supposed to have gained some ability that lets me not step on pressure plates sometimes? But nothing about the way this is set up makes any sense to me. Yeah, I can bring a roach with me, but then it doesn't. Like, what? I can't bring two roaches with me because there's no way to bring a roach from in here. That guy's... oh, I guess I could maybe try to... no. If I try to bring this roach, he'll kill me. So that can't be it. But there's no way to bring more than one of those roaches in with me either. Like, these two are directly in my path, and then I have to kill one of these two because my next move is here, and then I'm stuck if I don't kill one of them. So I can only have one roach, but there's no way to use... Like, what? I'd have to bring 2 roaches, but there's no way to do that. Hang on. Okay, maybe that's it. But then one of them still does that. And there's no real way to avoid that happening other than to waste time killing the roach and the other construct, which I don't have that much time. There's certainly no way to prevent at least one of them from stepping on... There's no way to avoid at least one of them stepping on that. Stepping on the trapdoors. I can't help but feel this would be a much more reasonable puzzle if I only had to prevent one of them from stepping on a trapdoor. Then it would be clever. But as it is, it's just a kind of nonsensical. And I don't know what it wants me to do. I guess I'll go see what's to the west here. You know, after I wait around 30 turns, because they couldn't be bothered to put a cooling thing here in the middle of this bridge movement, even though it's just navigation, not any kind of thing. Don't exit using the top path. I refuse to try this. That's just a mess. That's not really interesting. It's just a mess. Okay, let's move on. Huh. Oh yeah, I didn't notice that. That's a little weird. So yeah, there's an entire secret level apparently, for some reason. Okay. I'm not gonna try insanity and fluff manipulation. That doesn't sound like a good time. These guys have anything to say? How did my house get all the way over there? Highlands, difficulty, intermediate, theme, the something.
The land so barren contains nothing, for nothing has reason to live in a barren wasteland. There is no food, life, or shelter from outside forces. Nothing could thrive or survive, and even if something were to manage, it would be completely lonely. There is some sort of weird contraption that lives out here. It breathes life, but for some reason seems imprisoned in a lifeless body that it itself cannot control, bound to something that chooses its actions. Even if it has a will, it cannot control its will. It is just a mere puppet, a puppet known as something.
Well, that's a helpful description of what it actually is. Sun thing. Okay. Okay. Well, alright then. I don't think that's what I was supposed to do. Maybe... Oh, you can push this, huh? Alright. So... So what we really want is for something, either of these things, to step on that button. So how do I do that? I guess I could try pushing this somewhere and hope that it helps. Like there. Let's try that. Oh yeah, I can make that work. Okay. Ta-da! Alright. This is much more sensible. I kind of understand what's about this. It's like until you activate it, it just kind of doesn't move. But then when you activate it, it behaves kind of roach-like-ish. What's up with that guy? Oh, I see. So what I want to do is space these out in some way, or place them in such a way that I can just kill all of them from the activation tile. Because you can only kill them if they're activated, and the activation tile activates them. So it's like, where would you like to put a bunch of roaches? I'd like them here, please. Their movement doesn't make any sense. Okay, great. Their movement does not make any sense. I don't know what that movement is, but it doesn't make any sense. What are they doing? Well, I guess I can just try putting some of them farther away and hope for the best. I don't know. That movement didn't make any sense at all to me. And it seems like those three prefer to be really inconvenient. Why did that happen? So their movements are really weird, and I don't quite understand what their rules are for how they move. Like, they're definitely trying to move toward me, but they don't move toward me like any particular kind of monster I know of. Maybe if I gave them a diagonal placement? Yeah, I didn't think so. Well, I have no idea how that's supposed to work because the way they move doesn't appear to make any sense. Let's just go see what this is about. Okay, maybe it's just... Hi! Hi, Insoluble. We're doing, why won't he step on the button? This is Chance for Paradise, and he won't step on the button. He still won't step on the button. Oh, he's flying. Okay. That's good. So what do I need this guy for? Do you know how these things move? Because I don't understand their movement. Like, there's the room where you have like a crowd of them and you're supposed to kill them all while standing still, but the way they move doesn't make any sense. So I can't figure out how to kill them. Or avoid them killing me at least. I can't figure it out. Okay. Alright, let's see what this is about. Do I want the Gentry Eye with me or not? Maybe? I guess I want the Gentry Eye with me, I don't know. I need these guys to come with me too, I think. Yeah, for some reason they also show stunning things when they're pushable, which doesn't make any sense, but... I don't... Oh well, I guess I'm leaving that one. That was an accident, but oh well. Kill the Wraithwing on the left side. Must die over the pit precisely left of the landmass, then clear the room. The pit precisely left of the landmass? So here? Or do you mean there? I don't know what you mean by that. Oh well. What's a power token do? Why is there a power token? I don't understand. So this Wraithwing is not at all cooperating. Oh, hold on. I can do this. Is this a good thing to do? It would be if this guy would stay put. Let's try that. Gotcha. Okay, so I guess maybe it means this west side? I don't know. Okay. 9th place. Here's a room with a bunch of already active fire traps. Those are fun. Okay. I guess I don't want to do that. What do I need to happen here? Okay. Maybe that? Huh. I probably have to move that before I can do that. So how do I do that? Huh. Oh wait, maybe I can just do this and let him respawn. There we go. That'll do it. What the... Oh, come on, dude. You gotta be that way, really? I just want you to go to the west. Is that really so much to ask of you? Just go west. It's not difficult. What am I supposed to do then? Okay, that worked for some reason. No more construct. And then I just have to, I don't know, magic my way to the west end of the room before this guy dies, I guess. Oh, well that was easy. Never mind. Let's see what this room is. Secret room. It wasn't a secret. You? Find an answer to this puzzle? Ha! I would love to see you try. Okay. What is this puzzle then? There's a guy there. I need to open his door, so I need to push that button. If I push that button, then I have to go through here and push this button while I exit. But I don't want him to go through these arrows. I have to reach him, so... I guess I need him to push this button. So I have to block off all 3 of these ways using all 3 of those guys. When I push this button, it closes that door. When I push that button, it closes those doors. So I guess I need to place these so that they will decide to move to where I need them to go when I hold down the other thingy. I don't know. This way? I basically have to understand everything and everything about how these things move before I'd be able to guarantee that I could get this to work. And I don't think I understand how these things move very well, so... Yeah, they're just gonna not work at all, as far as I can tell. Alright then. Well, I guess that's why this is marked as a secret room, even though its location is not a secret. Today was hold on. Today was horrible. Let me go stop. What? Would you stop? I want to read your text. Today was horrible. Let me go stop that guy from solving an otherwise easy puzzle just because I can. Bridge broken down. Please don't attempt to cross. Nothing happens if I attempt to cross it, though. Alright, so this guy, I presume, is going to try and step on that button for some reason. And that means that I have to be as quick as possible with whatever it is I'm doing here. The Mimic is designed to force you to face east for some reason. So I guess I need to have these guys die to the Mimic somehow. Not the Mimic, the Time Clone. So first, sync up. Oh. Turn around. Let's just see what happens. Oh, right. I basically just need to work out where it is these things are going to actually try to go. Which, it would appear that they chase the player and not the Time Clone, which is kind of vital information to let the player know before you do anything like this. I can't help but feel. Alright, so he should go north here, and then kind of east, I guess, and then south a bit. Something like that. Some dance like that, I guess. So he should go, let's see, here. He should go southwest. So let's see. South, 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 southwest. South, 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 southwest. Oh. Keep forgetting to retime it. Oh, come on, really? Never mind then. There we go. He should be going south one more time there instead of going north. I don't know exactly what he should be doing afterward, but... Now it just doesn't make any sense. I'm standing on the activation tile and it's just being stunned. That seems really dumb. It shouldn't behave that way. I don't know. I don't know what that's up with. Well, that's a thing. Here's a big pile of what's-its. Have fun sorting them through them. Now I can't move. How do I get anywhere here? Yeah, I don't understand why why there's stunning with these things at all. It doesn't make any sense for them to be stunned ever, to me. Oh, that's a pit. I thought those... Okay. I was going about this thinking the pit tiles were activation tiles. That's kind of a problem. Because they're not. Oh boy. This just looks miserable then, if I can't ever kill any of them. Gotta make those Tetromino shapes. Oh, there's still a guy in the way. How do I get him out of the way? There we go. So as long as I avoid the box Tetromino, I'm in where I need to be. I'm doing what I need to do as long as I'm not in a box, basically. Also, I should remember that body pushing is an option, because it doesn't feel like it. It feels weird that body pushing is an option, but it's not a bad thing that it is. If that makes any sense. This room it feels like less about solving a particular puzzle and more about understanding general ideas of how to make these things get out of your way correctly. So it seems like I need holes in 2 different places in order for this to work right. know. There's no way to really make any more space unless you do something like that, and then once you... Okay, maybe... There we go. Now we have button. That's what I wanted. So... Just need to push... Oh, whoop, we're in a box. We don't want to be in a box. Okay, I think maybe I needed to not do that. And do something like this instead. But not exactly that either. This looks like it could work. No, that's a box. Getting back out of here is apparently just going to be a nightmare no matter what. Am I just messed up already completely? Thanks to the way I got to that button? Because I don't see any other way to have gotten there. Like, I don't know how else I could have reached that button. Besides the one I used. How do I get out? I must have entered wrong, because there's no way out if I do it that way. Well, now there's really no way out. Something like this? No. This part's just awful. I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. Not that way. Okay, I have no idea how I'm supposed to get into that box. There's just no way to do it. My problem is I don't have any idea what the possibilities here are supposed to be. Oh, I think I found a new shape that won't work. Unlike the real Tetris, you don't want an L shape. Okay, maybe that will be good enough to get out of here by. Did I do it? This feels right. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Hold on. There we go. Now I have a kind of T-shape, which is usually favorable. Yeah, okay. Now I feel like I'm a little better off here. Just need to use the T-shapes correctly. Now it's just getting the rest of the way out of here again. Something more like this. Yeah, there we go. If I can reach tetromino shapes that are usually unfavorable for Tetris and have most of the shape be land, then I know that I'm in a good position of some sort, usually. Basically, the worse the shape is for Tetris, the better it is for this room. Like, you really don't want Z's and T's all over the place. You really want L's and blocks and long lines, but L's are kind of bad and T's are really good. It's weird. Oh yeah, I can just do this, right? Oh dear. There we go. There we go. Satisfying to see them all die after they were... No, no, I will not do a harder version of this room. What do you have to say? Secret is created by Blorks. That terrifies me even more. Let's just move on. That guy's speech is mistimed, like really badly mistimed. It's too fast. It's like it was timed to the first thing he says instead of the second thing. Well, that's about all of this intermediate level I think I can handle. Let's just try another one. Maybe? I think I did. I think A Day at the Beach was one of them. Or no, A Day at the Beach was the one he asked, and I was like, no, not yet. But there's something I've done. I forget what it was, but it's going to be something low in the alphabetical order, of course. I mean, yeah, but I am curious about all these weird custom things. Eternity's Graveyard. Difficulty hard. Theme unknown. Well, that's interesting. Let's see. It didn't even have an entrance text. Don't sleep in that bed. I know you want to sleep in that bed. Look, I had a nightmare the last time I did. Just please avoid it. I know what you're thinking. You're crazy. What about you're crazy? Just please listen to me. Question marks, difficulty hard, theme question marks. Okay.
Dreams are something that keep us safe from the outside world. They are a place where we can do anything. No nightmares, no reality, no pain, no suffering. They are a type of haven that can never exist in the real world. If only dreams could come true, then the world would be a wonderful place. Dreams are a sort of eternity that doesn't exist anywhere else. They don't last forever, but the memory of them is something that is treasurable. The machine that exists within this dream is a machine that is invincible. It's a simple creation that lives among the dream plane. But if it were to not have these dreamlike abilities, it would only be a simple roach and nothing more. Its only meaningful existence is inside this dream.
Okay. So, invincible roach thing, dream item object, question marks. Ah, see ya. These things are pushable but not stunnable. Also, since I am writing this scroll and there is so much wasted space, let's just fill it up with nonsense. Hi, nonsense. How much I love making nonsense statements. That's not what I would call nonsense, but okay. Regenerator O. Oh, Regenator O. Is this thing gonna explode in my face again? Oh no, it's just gonna roach stab me. Lovely. Huh. So I'm sure the trick is to... Oh, you can stab it while it's still loading. That's good news. Whoops, that was an accident.
Dreams.
Let's try that again. No, dang it. This is the problem with it not being a... They don't exactly regenerate as so much as they do generate. I think I should have kept 2 alive, apparently. I just need some way to keep 2 of these guys from trying to kill me all the time. This weird push then move behavior is just very hard to make sense of. Because you don't see it move after it, you just kind of see it apparently teleport to a place that doesn't make any sense at first. It only makes sense if you recognize that what happened is first you pushed it and then it moved. I don't know, I think I deliberately made blocks not do this kind of thing because it didn't make any sense to me. Like with things like gravity blocks, when you push it, it doesn't instantly move, it moves the next turn. It detects if it's been pushed, and then it doesn't move if it's already moved by being pushed. Does that make any sense? Momentum blocks as well detect that they're being pushed first, and then if they weren't pushed, then they move if they were, you know. I don't know about this. Let's try something else. You didn't have a nightmare? It's weird, I've only had nightmares in that bed. Get away from me, you nightmare avoider. Sob. Or whatever, dude. Let's just keep checking out what's this question mark about. Or is it just all that? There's some weird patches of light in the graveyard. Yeah. Like if it did something like the the weird ultra-temporal glitch in the lavender levels where it shows the orb spark thingy to show you that it's teleported from here to there, that would be helpful. But I guess it would have to do that for every move. Typhoon Tomb. Difficulty easy. Theme quicksand. Okay. Easy, you say.
Time sometimes feels like it's going by too fast. It's almost like it's moving faster than us, and we are just a slow snail attempting to catch up. But because of how slow we are, we experience less than expected and start to feel like time was wasted, or that there wasn't enough of it to begin with, when in reality, there hasn't been a minute that's been lost. The monsters here experience the opposite, however. They always move at a quick speed and are happily able to live their lives to the fullest. But sometimes death is quicker than life could ever hope to be, and could even be from the slowest thing alive.
Okay. This entire place has been outlawed by the Board of Paradise. Because of the intake water leakage within the tomb, sand has become extremely hard to walk in. Okay. So it abuses cutscene to make you slow in sand, I guess. Good. There we go. Also, it makes it slow to turn your sword in, because that makes sense. It's like, it looks like they vibrate. Isn't that weird? See that vibrating, vibration graphic there? It's pretty weird looking. It's like, what if we hasted the enemies? Well, we can't do that, so let's slow B throw. I don't understand how it makes it slower to turn your sword in. That doesn't make any sense. Like, I mean, in terms of just understanding it as, oh, it's quicksand. It doesn't really make much sense that it makes it slower to turn your sword, to me. So how am I supposed to hit the second guy? Because no matter what I do, he's going to have something adjacent to me that I can't prevent from coming up to me. Maybe I entered it wrong? I'm supposed to enter this way? I don't think that's any better. I don't know how to do this one. Let's just try something else. Oh boy, quick tar stuff. So how's this supposed to work? I can't even get through this because there's... You can't. Now why would waiting take twice as long? That really makes no sense. Waiting should take exactly the same amount of time. Oh, duh. There we go. I almost feel like maybe I should, I don't know, I almost feel like it would be interesting to write down a list of changes I would make to have made these custom elements more fun to work with, both from a player and perhaps also from an architect's perspective. Because there's a lot about them that just feels kind of awkward, like it didn't have to be so awkward, but it is. I don't know. I kind of like the accidental jiggling effect that comes with these things, though. With this effect, I mean. Well, that's not gonna work. So this is a problem. How do I get past this? Oh, that way. Alright. Yeah, that'll do it. Then I just need to get out. Have I messed myself up purely by destroying the tar on that wall? Because that's kind of annoying. Doesn't feel like the kind of thing that ought to be possible. Okay, that's enough of this room. I killed the Tar Mother, that's all I care about. Next, Gentry Eye, because of course it is. Basically invincible roaches, because why not? I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I don't know. This quicksand behavior is just really annoying. This is a room where what you do before entering can affect what state you enter the room in. Because of course it can. So now what am I supposed to do with that adder? There's a whole lot of nonsense around here. What's in here? Why does this exist? Am I supposed to push the adder through? Because I don't think I can do that. Well, I can stick the adder there, I guess. But how do I push the other button? Am I supposed to somehow magically get that adder to eat these water skippers? Because I don't think that's possible. Like, I really don't think that's possible. What is my goal here? I guess I just want all of them to stand on the hot tiles. So what does this have to do with moving half as fast? Probably nothing. So... what does this button do? This toggles that. I don't know, what the heck. It seems like I could just try random... Sorry, I had an interruption. It seems like I could just try any random combinations of stepping on places until it works. I don't know. I don't see what that has to do with the element at all. Well, let's just check one north, and then I'm going to leave this place, because this is not what I would call easy. I think I beat more in the so-called hard level than I did in this one. Solve this room 3 times, opening the roaches with a different orb each time, must use beacon and not restore to get the challenge. Okay. Oh, there's some giant mess of buttons up there that I'm supposed to know how to interpret, I guess. Okay, that button's impossible to work with. Okay, that button's impossible to work with. I don't have the slightest clue what I'm supposed to do for any of those configurations. Let's just go somewhere else. Karikuri House, difficulty intermediate, theme countdown tile.
The world is a place consisting of data. Worthless data, important data, data that we wish to remember, and data we hope to be forgotten. It's a stream of information that fills us with a vast set of emotions. These emotions are the only defense against it all. Too much changed information from the formula we are used to may cause us to break and malfunction. In this sense, we are also machinery, just more complex. Sometimes, however, there is data that seems to be missing. The numbers here attempt to recreate the missing data that was taken away from here. Who took away this data and how? It's a complete mystery, but now the unstable numbers resonate in their place instead.
Okay. If all tiles equal 0, door equals open. Okay. Well, this is a thing someone made, I guess. I'm not sure I understand, like, is that... Oh, it's on top of a force arrow. Okay. Kinda makes sense. Okay. So those are the rules we're playing with. Okay, sure. How am I ever supposed to get the 4? There's not much about this element that I think you couldn't achieve with a decently clever trapdoor and or pressure plate setup. Maybe there's just something about them I'm not seeing though. How am I ever supposed to get 4 with that one? I have to end here in order to do that. I don't see how I could ever possibly do that. Unless I started somewhere different, but I'm not allowed to. Oh, for crying out loud. Really? Really? Was that intentionally put in, or is that an accident? I don't even know. I'm just disappointed. That is a complete disappointment. This isn't about pathing at all, it's just about, I don't know, standing and waiting. I just find this deeply disappointing. This makes me think of a lullaby, this soundtrack tune. Okay, well, let's just see what the next room is. Open the prism door before releasing every golem. How do I attack things here? Okay, so they... What the heck? Oh. Why is there a fuse light and sound effect here? It's rather weird. It would help if I could figure out what's going on by right-clicking or something. Oh, okay, so this is what we're looking at now. Fagundo fun. I guess that's just the sound it makes when it hits 0. I don't know. Okay, this I don't find that impressive. I don't know. This is just kind of weird. Let's see. And this theme cessation, Chrono Tower.
Moments in life can leave us with a feeling of distraught that leaves us wishing time could just stop and cease moving altogether to allow us to catch our breath. But in reality, time cannot do so. It will continue and leave us in the dust if we don't keep up. If only there was some way to stop time, to sleep for as long as we need. How much different would the world be if such a thing were possible? The machine was created for this purpose, but the person has to pay with their life if they are not careful enough.
Feeling of distraught is not a correct construction. I don't know exactly what the correct construction is off the top of my head, but I know that's not right. It should be something like feeling of distraughtness. Distraught is an adjective, so feeling of distraught is an improper construction. In a different time stream, do not stay there for more than 15 steps, or your life shall be lost. Okay. How do I get out of a different time stream? How do I go back out of the time stream? Oh, okay, you're just using player stealth to do a clever thing. I see. Oh, is that floor? I can't tell the way that the filter looks. So this is the guessing game of when's the best time to come out of stealth mode, which I've never particularly been fond of. So why was this level marked as easy? Because this level's rather difficult. This room is ridiculously hard. Like, this is just a mess. I don't know what to do here. I don't think I'm gonna make it into this level at all, because this room is just impossible. Maybe if I could stand in one of those alcoves instead of having to turn around the instant I step inside, it would be possible. But as it is, it's just impossible. There's no way. There is absolutely nowhere that it's safe to kill one of these spiders and undo whatever stealth whatever. This is just impossible. I don't understand why you would put an impossible room at the first room of something that you want to be an easy level. Doesn't make any sense. Okay, Sacred Forest, stealth and enemy isolation. Because we didn't already have something about stealth.
Monsters as horrible beings, but really all they want is a bit of peace, a place to call home. They are creatures as much as we are human. They have desires, goals, and dreams that they seek to find until someone comes and crushes those dreams into bits, changing their blissful world into a world of pain, even if they did nothing to deserve such. This is their last haven, their last place to call home, until some unknown person comes and takes away their happiness. Then what will be left for them? They don't wish to hurt anyone.
Okay then. Sure is full of briar for being a peaceful place. So... yeah. Okay. Did I want that to happen? Did I not want that to happen? What am I supposed to be doing here? I don't think I want that to happen. But they always line themselves up in a way that makes it happen. And I don't want to push that. I don't want anyone standing on that force arrow either, right? I don't get it. This is some kind of movement order nonsense, isn't it? Ugh. They just won't. No matter what you do, they just won't. They just never will. Okay, I'm not doing this level. I think I've tried everything now, except for that which I will not, and the one marked whatever. I've looked at all the custom elements. Overall, I find them kind of disappointing. A lot of them just aren't very well fleshed out or explained or handled. I don't know. I'm a little disappointed because when I heard about it, a lot of people were talking about it in a way that suggested to me that it was a very good hold, and I'm not sure that it is. It's ambitious, but I don't know about good. It has a lot of awful things in it. So let's see this. Channel 1 Suite by Stu. Think you mastered all dungeon elements? Okay. Journey to Rooted Hold. Certain architects like to muck around with their holds by adding traps, and more traps to keep out visitors. Rumor has it somewhere deep in the forest, unnecessary, semicolon that should be a comma, a hold which contains a library of certain devices trap makers have tested, misused, and hidden from both above and beneath for obvious reasons being? Okay. You didn't actually put a verb in that last sentence. 4th place tie on a room with absolutely no monsters. Good job. Okay. Going down the long case of stairs, a staircase isn't a case of stairs. That's not how that phrase works. You notice a sign beaming above you reading, The Dungeon. Finally stepping onto the dark, dank floor, you see fairly large rooms with cells connected by narrow corridors. Yep, this sure is a dungeon, alright. You just had to say it. Okay. There's no spiders in here, are there? No. Scripting is used. Often you'll have to play around a little to understand the scripting before you'll be able to solve the rooms. Okay. So basically what you're saying is this is going to be guess the scripting, have fun. Unless you desire the constant sounds of swords colliding, it's most recommended to turn the sound effects off. That's a good sign. Turn the sound effects off to enjoy my hold, because that's how it should be. This really doesn't require any figuring out, he's just gonna keep turning in his directions. Which is good, because it means this is not a guess the scripting nonsense, but I don't know. That door isn't attached to anything. The west door, it's not attached to anything. Do these just open and close things? No, they have weird movement behaviors. Why? I don't understand why that's kind of whatever. Anyway, 16th place tie. So basically this is torture chambers before someone made torture chambers, I guess. Was this the inspiration for torture chambers, I wonder? Could be. So what I always called the dudes in the torture chamber rooms, I always called them training, not training, like training dummies or something. Like there's some kind of, I really need to turn my sword, you know that? Oh, whoops. Like I always thought of them as, I don't know how to describe it exactly. Like, you know, things you hit, things that you're supposed to spar with, like fake spar with or something. What I want to know is how it's supposed to act, how these things are supposed to actually work in terms of actual Deadly Rooms of Death lore, because they do exist in an actual Deadly Rooms of Death level. That's a really interesting question. Unless, of course, there's just a bunch of citizens who drank mimic potions and then rotated forever, and that's how it works. That'd be kind of a lame explanation, but I guess it would technically be functional. Yeah, it's like we go not 2 steps before we get a massive horde room. Lovely, isn't it? Also, I stood second or third time I stood on a force arrow there. Oh dear. Well, that's not any good. Just look at how many roaches there are. This is such a giant mess already. Like, how am I supposed to get through this spot? There's way too much garbage coming at me. And there's all these guys coming in from behind me, too. Maybe I should try retreating? I don't know. There's just way too many roaches around right now. I guess we encountered these guys in fourths as well. That hole that was called fourths, and it was like you had to kill the exact same room 4 times or something. I guess this is the right way to go, since I am accomplishing something this way. Okay. Oh, that guy's just on the force arrow, so I don't have to worry about him. One more Roach Queen down. And now this corner. Hooray for completely accidental giant combos. Yeah, this seems like the right approach for this section of the room. Okay. No more queens. And now it's just getting rid of the rest of the roaches that decided to park themselves on arrows for some reason. Well, because they're dumb. I know what the reason is. Okay, maybe the next room won't be a giant, annoying horde room. It'll actually do something interesting with these. Or it'll have slayers all over the place for some reason. I don't know what to make of this. This is a different thing. I'm not sure what's up with this. But at least they won't attack me, I guess? Or, yeah, they'll attack me, but they'll sometimes kill things for me as well. Okay. Huh. I don't think I can get through that way. Oh, but these guys will... Oh. Okay, now I'm stuck. That's good. Did I not do the first part of the room fast enough for it? Guess I'd better start the room in high efficiency mode. How dare you try and figure out what's going on with the element and waste time in so doing. You gotta be real fast or else we won't let you solve the room at all. That's a good design decision. Oh, come on. Why can't it just stay open for half a second? Maybe I should do that? There we go. Okay. So I guess the point of Slayers is that they'll go in both directions, because the way that the guard-based guys work means that they can only go in one direction. Also, the Slayer guards really like to kill. Slayer doors really like killing their clientele. I guess I'll just do this until a lot less roaches are around. Maybe turn that down a bit. This is another place where it's going to be a good idea to just stand around for half an hour. There we go. Hooray for standing around! Make the doors kill them. So, Deadly Doors of Death. This seems like a concept that could be revisited in some kind of way. Maybe in a way that doesn't make it just look like it's a bunch of guards even? I don't know. I mean, this is actually kind of a neat looking thing, because it really feels like you're seeing a door open and close on you. Okay, another place to stand around and let the door kill it. Now imagine if these things responded to roaches. Like attempted to open whenever a roach was in range, instead of only when the player was in range. That would be interesting. How do I have to go all the way back around just to get there? It's kind of annoying. Okay, now I just wait for the doors to kill them. I didn't let them kill enough, apparently. There we go. That queen's dead, that queen's dead, and it's just one more queen. Waiting around for the door to kill the guys, because I'm much too lazy to just kill them myself. Okay. There. Well, that existed. What the... Well... I don't think this is supposed to look like this. Did I break it? Did it break itself? What? 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 Did you see that? What is... Why? What? Why are there like a billion character negotiators? Why are they visible on the first turn? Okay. Well, this appears to be a very straightforward kill the rock golems room. I guess they have a lot to discuss. I don't have any idea what all that was about. Oh, is this a guess the scripting room? It might very well be. So we're finally getting into the guess the scripting level of guessing the scripting level place. Oh, okay. So I have a bit of a problem with this, because if you look, there's no clear indication of where exactly those things are going to be. They just kind of are. Like, there's no... Okay, so I guess... Why bother using road to show where some of them are if you're not going to use it to show where they all are? That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, what? I don't feel inclined to continue this because this is a mess. Like, I would have to take a screenshot of this and have it off to the side, which I don't have space for on my even on this giant screen I use for this. Let's just not. I think that's a good time to change locations one last time. Charlotte's Hold by Jim. Charlotte is known as the Queen City, so you won't find at least one queen in almost every room. I had fun creating this. My son Jimmy helped me with some of the ideas. Hope you enjoy your trip through Charlotte. Thanks, Jim. So Charlotte as in a city, not okay. Level 3, but I pushed new game. Downtown. I decided to start backwards. Beethro finds himself in downtown Charlotte, North Carolina. Well, alright then. I guess I need to push these things and do these things. Let's make it happen. Growing a bunch of tar isn't gonna hurt me, though. I can just do this. And not that. And kill the mother in no time. Alright, next. There's a cracked wall there, why don't I just use that? There's not nearly enough queens for this to be a problem. Oh, I see. We're unbraining them a little bit. Oh boy. I guess I could drop all the trapdoors, but I'd really rather just kill this queen. Oh well, I can kill her the exact same way I kill the other one, if I'm careful about it. So let's see. Maybe not. I guess I'll drop all the trapdoors. Oops. Do it correctly, at least. Now I'm free to kill the brain and not have to deal with a brain queen. Queened brain. $2004. Okay. 2004. 2004, everyone. It's a year that happened. I'm under the impression. How do I open this door? Huh. Oh. I feel silly. Okay, well, there's no reason to open it yet, so... Let's just go kill these three since they appear to be stuck. There we are. And then drop the rest of the trapdoors. I'll read the scroll as soon as I can get to it, but... I really want to finish the trapdoor nonsense first. Yeah, that's why I'm waiting to open the door until afterward, because brain roach queens are not fun. Okay, there. Now I can kill the brain. Someone's of the opinion that Charlotte, North Carolina has a lot of brains. I don't know that it doesn't, but... Okay, now I can... I guess this scroll really wasn't necessary, was it? I guess not. Why is it there? 73rd place tie. Good job. Good news. Good pie. I don't know. This is a good cooldown from Chance for Paradise, I'll say that. There we go. And just one more queen. After which I guess I'll have to go back and wander all the way backwards. Yep. I'm gonna have to go all the way back through all the rooms again because he chose to build this level backwards. Except that if you built this level forwards and this was the first room, then you wouldn't have any way of getting out of it because of that yellow door. And you'd be walking backwards through a bunch of awkward green doors. I don't know what to make of that, but... Oh, I forgot something. Here's another room. Okay. So I can just do this. And that snake's just gonna kill itself. So... Good job putting in a snake that's totally meaningless? I don't understand any of this. It's like, let's just put in a gigantic maze for no good reason. Oh. I went the wrong way, to be fair, so I guess it's not a completely terrible maze, but still. One queen down, one to go. Absolutely zero challenge for this room. Now exit level. I guess I'm going to level 2 now. Although I'm still going downstairs instead of upstairs. Level 2, Midtown. Phew, that wasn't so hard, Beathor says, with the comma on the wrong side of a quote. What could be there now? Now you are in Midtown Charlotte, heading for Uptown. Okay. Push the orbs. Push the orbs. Push the orbs. Did you remember to push the orbs, Dr. Wily? I did. Okay. There we go. Now I don't have to chase anything. Oh look, it's a bad room entry because you have to friggin... Okay, let's have some... Okay, this is just, silly. Oh well, I guess I can at least use the tar to kill the snake if, no other options present themselves. Now I'm safe from the snake long enough to get rid of some of these guys. I don't know, I'm just inclined to interpret that literally. Or like in terms of actual Midtown, in which case it sounds silly. But anyway. Another room with snakes in it that don't appear to serve much purpose. And I think I'll just let this one out. Why not? Gets it out of my face. I figure I'll clear this room and then drop the trapdoors, because why do it any other way? There we go, that kills that snake. Okay, we might have a problem. There we go. Now he'll go all the way around there and not kill me. So let's see, I need to kill this snake. What I'd like to do is lure him onto the trapdoors and then somehow drop them in a way that kills him. Or I could actually just... yeah, I could just stand here for a little while. Well, I still need him to go to the right place first. Come on. Down here. Thank you. Goodbye. Thanks for playing. Goodbye. Okay. Now I can come back and open the red door. I wonder if that's a secret room. It's not. It's just a room. Alright then. Well, this should be interesting. I think the architect started to try to make puzzles at this point. Because you see, we need to keep at least one queen alive in that mimic area in order to push the mimic around. So he can drop all those trapdoors, maybe. There we go. No queens bothering me anymore, so I can just focus on the trapdoors. And I don't really have to do them simultaneously or anything. I take back what I said earlier. Actually, there's so much space that Beethro can move in. You can basically put the Mimic wherever you want to put him. My mistake. Probably be better if he's on the same X as I am. This is in some ways kind of a non-room. Non-room of a room. I'm only looking at the South Mimic. I'm not even paying attention to the whatever it is. Northwest one. There we go. Okay, now these can be killed as well. You had to make that comment about brains like a room before brains, or 2 rooms before the brain. Although this brain doesn't really affect very much. Alright, well that happened. Midtown is apparently full of horde rooms, I guess. Oh, I'm not allowed to enter this way. Weird. But I am able to enter this room from the back end for some reason. Alright. Well, I think I have a good impression of what this hold is, and is going to continue to be for quite a while, so I think that's good enough. Ugh, 2 hours or so. Plenty. So, today we did Chainsaw, and I mastered it because of course I did. We tried Chance for Paradise, which was, in my opinion, a little disappointing. I don't know, maybe it gets better after you understand what arcane magic powers some of these custom elements, but just a lot of it is kind of hard to understand or make sense of. I don't know. And Channel 1 Suite, which wasn't bad, but this room's just terrible and I refuse to continue to attempt it, at least in this environment. Charlotte's Hold, which is... it exists, I guess. There's queens all over the place because putting a queen in every room is a really good idea. I mean, it's not that you can't make a really good puzzle hold with a queen in every room, but like, this wasn't maybe the best way to use the idea. Anyway, fun times. Thank you for watching. So, oh, I wonder how long it is before we get out of C. Looks like, oh, about an entire year, maybe. Oh, you didn't see those betas, though. Anyway. See you later.